Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Steven Duick, and today we are going to be jumping into this sketchbook, and we're going to be talking about what's inside. So let's get to it. Alrighty, I started this sketchbook on June 21st, 2020 on a road trip to BC with my best friend. And I finished it just yesterday, but this video is probably going up later in the week, so just this week. And here I drew this one from a photo that I took when I was driving through the mountains on our trip. We watched Up on the road, and what a fantastic movie. And there's Woody, because I mean, Woody's legendary. A good character. Then I did some reference drawings of newts. They are so dang cute. So then I drew a fancy newt. Possibly one of my favorite drawings in this sketchbook. Just having fun with watercolors. And then I drew Newt Scamander, because I mean, what a legend. Here's a heron that was also from a photo that I took on the shores of BC. And there's Calvin and Hobbes. They are actually surprisingly hard to draw. This is Tina from the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them movies, but not happy with that at all. Here's just a whole page of inking. You can see some Big Top Burger and some other references in there. Then my friend really likes Jojo's Bizarre Adventures, so he forced me to draw Mista. It was honestly pretty iconic, but here's some. This was inspired by someone I follow on Instagram, and here is a happy little parade of those same style of characters, including my character, Turgor the Toad. These were drawn from life, just sitting on the beach with my friend. We went and scavenged and then drew. Here's just some inking practice. And then we get into pencil crayon pages. I was just drawing what came to mind for those colors. I was actually super happy with this page because this was the first time that I drew food that actually looked like food. But then it's smeared with the blue one. I like these birds. A lot of these are from reference. Some bears. This was watching Big Hero 6. A very good movie. Iconic. Some designing for a camp t-shirt and another color page. Here's the very first stamp and only stamp that I designed. Here's the stamp. It's Turgor the Toad. That was very enjoyable. Here's just some faces. Here's some more inking. These are my characters from a novel I'm writing. These two are brothers, and then she's his friend. And oh, it's a very good story, but I need to finish writing it. This is my least favorite page in the whole thing. I hate this drawing. This one would have been pretty good if I finished it, but this is Mysterio, obviously. This is very good. This is my second least favorite. It's very bad, so we'll keep moving on. Just playing around with the dip pen, some architecture drawings. I was trying to draw Karen, the embodiment of Karen, but I didn't get it. I think I should have gone more middle-aged. This is just a forest scene. These are forest dwellers. I was just trying to draw them in some more dynamic poses here. Very, very fun characters. Some more faces. Faces, if you can't tell, are my go-to thing to draw. Here's beginning of Inktober. So for Inktober 2020, I drew a character every day, but obviously before I got to that, I drew some robots. This was after I finished a robots course on SBS Learn, and I wanted to test my knowledge. And then here's some more robot designs, just machinery, some turrets and shape language and stuff. Just some characters. This was one of my friends asked me to draw this, and I honestly am not very happy with the finished one, but I like this little thumbnail up here. It looks a lot better. Just some vehicles, some more vehicle designs. This one was, I was gonna put that onto my iPad and color it, but I never did. Just a living room, some submarines, some dinosaurs. I drew this for a friend of mine. This is Dino Daner. It's for Dana. He asked me to draw a dinosaur, so I made a dinosaur, like, cowboy type character. And here's my planning for Inktober. 31 days, 31 characters. And I'll sauce the image on screen there of the finished one, but then I wrote what I all wanted to draw for each day. But here's some Lord of the Rings, some more faces, and here's Inktober planning. This is my character Lance again. And yes, just for every day. The desert dwellers. Yeah, I like that drawing. It's a good one. So I was designing a cover for Life of Pi. These are pretty muddled pages. This was before well, no, this is still mid-Inktober. Yeah, here's just some designs. Just some portraits I did for some people. More Inktober, and now we're done Inktober. This was just some sketching I did for some sketch cards that I did. And yeah, Mando, what a good show. Some landscape thumbnails. This was for a vehicle design course I was doing. This is also for a vehicle design course. Drawing vehicles at different angles. We're gonna forget about that. There's Legolas. Some more characters. I like these two. This is a failed attempt at a draw this in your style. I was happy with this one, but then when I got to coloring it, I botched it. So I ended up finishing it digitally. But here's some more sketches. The Copics bleed through, so I always do a line over on the other side. More sketches. It's a cool robot. Just designing more mechanical looking stuff. There's a plane and a little car. This is a character I came up with. I like her. She's some adventurer sword lady. Not exactly sure what her story is, but I think she looks pretty cool. And my friend told me to paint a picture, so I did. Just using green, white, black, and red, I think. This was right after I finished reading Dune, so I was just drawing like ornithopters and stuff. What deep. I wanted to draw like a cool cover for it because I really love that book. Wow, it was fantastic. So there's an idea. It's drawing during Klaus. This is my family. Drawing them again. Here's just some more faces, coloring them with different colors because that's fun. Some sticker designs that I'm working on. Just drawn with charcoal, trying to do some anatomy, some skeletal stuff. But it bled all over this page full of sketches about the Wing Feather Saga, which is another good book series. Just drawing some people wearing masks. Saw this lady on the street. This was a 15-minute character design challenge, so I asked my followers for some animals combinations with a trade or a job. So then I got a koala barista, so Drop Bear Beans, that's his coffee shop. And then a possum businessman. I like how slightly off and terrifying these guys look, but they're buds, you know. Maybe he's like getting them to sign on to a sketchy deal. I don't know. He looks like he's up to no good. These ones I'm not too happy with, but I mean, had to draw it all in 15 minutes, so I like this one. It's this one. That's his like torso's off. But then here's some characters from the Wing Feather Saga. I'm not very happy with them either, but whatever. It is what it is. And I'm quite happy with this. This was the Dune cover that I watercolored. This is Paul Atreides and his mom Jessica, and then Cheney, his wife. And then there's the sandworms, and then some little Fremen walking up the dunes, some ornithopters, and the two moons, because they always travel at night. And I wanted to kind of do warm colors, but then I was like, you know what? We're just going to do cool colors. And then I just did cool colors. And yeah, it was fun. It was a cool exercise. And I really like the final product. Here's just a boatload of faces and characters. I inked a few, but I wanted to do like different poses. So we got some like lying on the ground, doing the plank, like lying on the side there, walking, faces. This guy's kind of mutton chops. Pretty cool. Some more Wing Feather Saga drawings. I really like those books. I was drawing Cheney from Dune. She's gonna be played by Zendaya in the movie, but I didn't want that to influence my drawings. I wanted to just draw based on the description in the book, which was fun. This was me planning for my 2020-2021 drawing. So every new year I draw a picture that depicts like the transition of years. So this year it was a knight, and he just slayed the dragon that is 2020, and there in the blood splatter there's 20, and then I was gonna have the 2021 coming out of the fire, the next dragon, but I ended up, here's the 2020, there's the 2021 coming out of the smoke, and I took a picture of this, threw it onto my iPad, and finished it up there, and I'll throw that on the screen right now. This, I drew this while watching the movie Holiday Inn, which is apparently a Christmas classic, but it scarred me emotionally because you got this guy's Ted Hanover and this guy's Jim, I don't know his last name. And so he's engaged to her at the beginning of the movie, and then he steals her, and then later she runs away. But this guy's moved on, he owns the Holiday Inn, and this lovely young lady comes and works there, and they're like all happy, and they're like shaping up to be a couple. Then he shows up again and steals her, but then in the end he goes and steals her back, and it's all happy. But I mean, it was a lot. It was a lot to take in. I could barely handle it. Here's just some animal designs. I like this guy. Just a snail, turtle, I don't know. These two faces were from my brain, and these two were from reference. This was some inking without any line work. So it's kind of terrifying to ink faces without any line work. This one, she was like biting her lower lip or something, but it just makes her look very angry. Yeah, little kid, nice lady, some architecture drawings without line work. And then since I wanted to finish this sketchbook as soon as I could in the new year, because for the new year I want to fill a tiny sketchbook like this every month. So I wanted to get started as soon as I could on that. So I just did these massive splotches of color and then drew over them, took up 2 pages. I don't know what this is. That's probably the one I'm least happy with, but got a spaceship, we got an airship, we got a beanie lady with like a Mushu-esque dragon, some critter, and some elephant princess with a little bird in the corner there. And then this one I would have been okay with if I hadn't have drawn that tire cover at the front. It looks kind of weird. And we got a little house and my character Oak Nuggins. You can barely see him, but he's there. And then we just got some animal designs I was just drawn. And then finally we have the final piece of this guy looking out over the horizon. I wanted to finish the sketchbook with a little more polished of a piece. So I mean, it's nothing too spectacular, but it was fun to draw. So we got that on that end and this on that end, kind of cohesive, binds it all together. And then we got a little sticker on the back and some stickers on the front. And that's my sketchbook. Finished it on the 3rd of January 2021, and now I can get to these ones, and you will see more sketchbook tours as I'm aiming to finish one of these a month. Yeah, so that's my sketchbook. Thank you so much for coming along. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun filling it, and it's always nice to walk back through and look at your work. If you had a favorite sketch, you can comment down below, or if you have a video idea for the future, please let me know. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.